What if the secret to keeping your brain young wasn't in meditation or puzzles or supplements, but in water? Science now reveals something extraordinary. Swimming doesn't just train your body, it literally rewires your brain to stay young, sharp, and resilient. And the best part? You don't need to swim like an athlete. You just need to understand why this happens and how to unlock it. The science behind this swimmer's brain. Let's start with what's happening inside your head, quite literally. Every time you swim, your brain is flooded with oxygen-rich blood. But that's not the impressive part. Studies show that swimming increases neurogenesis, the creation of new brain cells, especially in the hippocampus, the area responsible for memory and learning. Now, here's the twist. After the age of 40, the hippocampus normally shrinks. That's one reason people experience brain fog, forgetfulness, or slower thinking. But swimming, through its rhythmic breathing, full-body movement, and controlled heart rate, reverses that decline. It's like giving your brain a fresh supply of youth every single lap. Imagine this. You dive into the pool stressed, distracted, tired, and 30 minutes later, it's as if someone pressed reset on your mind. That's not a coincidence. That's neuroplasticity in action. Why water changes everything? Now, you might ask, why swimming? Why not running or cycling? Here's the hidden advantage. Water immerses the body in a gravity-free environment, reducing physical stress while enhancing blood circulation to the brain. Your heart doesn't have to fight gravity as hard, so oxygen reaches your brain more efficiently. Researchers from the University of Western Australia discovered that when you submerge your face in water, your blood flow to the brain increases by almost 14%. That's massive. It's like your brain suddenly gets a turbo boost of nutrients and oxygen. And because swimming demands coordination, arms, legs, breathing, timing, it activates both hemispheres of your brain simultaneously. Few other exercises do that. That's why many swimmers describe a meditative or creative state while swimming. Their brains enter what neuroscientists call alpha waves, the same frequency you reach during deep meditation or flow state. Swimming and the flow state. Think about the rhythm of swimming. Inhale, glide, exhale, so repeat. It's hypnotic. Your thoughts quiet down. Your body moves on autopilot. That's the flow state, and it's where your brain performs at its best. In that state, your brain releases a cocktail of powerful chemicals: dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, and BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. BDNF is like fertilizer for your neurons. It strengthens existing connections and builds new ones, literally making your brain younger. And here's the crazy part. One session of swimming can increase your BDNF levels by up to 25%. That means better focus, faster learning, and a calmer, more resilient mind. If this idea resonates, if you've ever felt that peace after swimming and wondered why, subscribe to the channel. Because every week, we explore how simple, natural habits like this can literally rebuild your body and mind from the inside out. You'll never see exercise the same way again. A strong body protects a strong mind. Now, let's get practical. When you swim, you're not just moving, you're breathing rhythmically, engaging your core and balancing muscle tension. That activates your vagus nerve, the main nerve connecting your brain to your body. Why does that matter? Because the vagus nerve controls your parasympathetic system, the rest and repair mode. When it's activated, inflammation drops, blood pressure stabilizes, and your mind clears up like a blue sky after a storm. This is why many swimmers say they feel mentally lighter after swimming. Their nervous system literally shifts from stress to restoration. It's not a placebo, it's neurobiology. How swimming defies aging. Here's the truth most people don't realize. Your brain ages because of oxidative stress, inflammation, and reduced blood flow. Swimming tackles all three simultaneously. Every stroke improves oxygen delivery. Every controlled breath reduces stress hormones like cortisol. Every glide stimulates neurochemicals that keep your brain cells alive and communicating. A 2021 study published in Physiology and Behavior found that older adults who swam regularly had brain activity patterns almost identical to people 20 years younger. That's not just feeling younger. That's your brain functioning as if it were younger. How to activate the younger brain effect. Alright, so how can someone apply this? Here's the practical formula. Swim 3 to 4 times per week, sessions between 30 and 45 minutes. Focus on rhythmic breathing, steady inhale through the mouth, long exhale into the water. Keep your intensity in zone 2, where you can still breathe comfortably but feel slightly challenged. This zone maximizes blood flow and neurochemical release without overloading your nervous system. You don't need to swim fast. You need to swim consistently and mindfully. If you're just starting, even 10 minutes a day can rewire your brain chemistry over time. The consistency, not the intensity, is what changes the brain. Small habits, big impact. Here's a simple trick most people ignore. End each swimming session with 5 minutes of floating, eyes closed, body relaxed. That quiet stillness allows your nervous system to consolidate everything you've just triggered. Think of it as a cool down for the mind. Some swimmers say their best ideas appear in those moments, and there's a reason. During floating, your brain's default mode network activates, the area linked to creativity and problem solving. That's when insights appear out of nowhere. Except they're not from nowhere. They're from a calm, oxygenated, and youthful brain. Now, I want to hear from you. When was the last time you felt that clear-headed calm after a swim? Comment below with one word that describes how swimming makes your mind feel. Your story might inspire someone else to start, maybe even save their mental health. The future of brain fitness. Neuroscientists are now calling this new frontier exercise-induced neuroplasticity. It's not just about looking fit anymore, it's about thinking fit. And swimming might be one of the most potent tools humans have to achieve that. We've spent decades trying to slow aging from the outside, creams, pills, surgeries. But the real anti-aging effect begins inside the skull. When you swim, you literally preserve your neurons, the building blocks of who you are. That's the new definition of youth, not smooth skin, but a sharp, alive, and curious mind. But here's the real question. If swimming makes your brain younger, what happens when you combine it with the right nutrition and sleep strategy? Spoiler, the results are shocking. Your brain doesn't just stay young, it starts to grow stronger than it ever was. But that is a story for the next video. Found this helpful? Hit like and subscribe to Prime Health Zone for more real workouts and wellness that actually work. And hey, drop a comment below if this helped you, or if there's something you'd love to see in the next videos. See you in the next one. Stay strong, stay healthy.